I'm doing a test with the Subwoofer again. Going through the THX monitor, amp return, and the microphone connected up. So I'm using the TrueRTA. One for left, one for right. That one there's in the room, as you can see. And that one's the sub, even though that one's going to be picking up the sub, but it picks up the room. So here goes the frequency. Unmute. You can see a little bit of typical, I think, room gain boosting. That's how it should. That's how it would be. And the level there is just showing like a little bit high. Go down a bit lower. So it's just a tiny bit of room gain. I'll embrace it. Let's go down a bit lower. That's 17 Hertz. So it's dropping, slowing off a little bit here, and it's up a little bit here. Seems logical. Go down to 11 Hertz. The response goes down a bit. And the response is still up a little bit there on the amp, it's kind of magic, isn't it? 8 Hertz. Now frequency starting to also, of course, it's rolling off on the through the AVR processor as a DCX, whatever, you know. So it's rolling off. So I'll just say whether, you know, because of the other signal noise, because I can't, well, I can. I could probably put a crossover filtering or an EQ filtering on the audio mixer for the mic level and filter out everything, so it'll only be it'll only pick up response to the low frequencies. I'll just mute it. It's very hard to see. It's very hard to see that. So obviously the frequency response is rolling off quite a bit on the JBLs. Don't bother me. Picking up all right there at 13.5. A little bit at 10 Hertz. Bit of room gain there, 33 Hertz, 33.5. Over there, just a little bit, you know. I mean, I could match the, turn the level down on the mic so it looks, you know, but then everything else when it rolls off, you know, it's probably not clinically set up like, you know, but it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough for me to see and to know. Of course, if I move the microphone position, if I move it closer, level's going to go up. And then I might think, well, maybe put another wiring up on the end of the sub here. So I'll zoom out. Over there, say on that one, or maybe that one, you know, the actual line up on this end, because where it is in the kitchen, the line out from the amplifier is a very short lead going from the amplifier over to the THX monitor for the amp return, to show that the amp is okay, and do testing, etc., etc. Yeah. Zoom in a bit. So get different room gains at different frequencies. You know, ideally, I think, anyway, I mean, if you EQ the, you know, the frequency response on the amplifier, boom, then everything goes the opposite way. I think largely it's got to be done with the room itself, you know, not EQ this auto nonsense EQ Trinov, Dirac and Odyssey and whatever, or conventional EQ. Frequency cutting is frequency cutting, and frequency boosting is frequency boosting. Boost way. If I would have put way too much boost, I've got to make sure that amplifier is going to be able to handle. I'd have to check, you know, the spec very carefully. But then I don't want too much excursion level going on the sub, because then that's just beyond its physical point on its tuning. But there's something still going, you know, something's still there. It's like Mr. Spock would say, you know, if it's there, then it must exist. You know, I could put another filter, an EQ, like patch it on the microphone, on the microphone input, and then patch it into banning back into the mixer to filter all that out. But yeah, there it is.